Hi everyone, thanks so much for being here. My name is Kat and I make houseplant videos here on Good and Planty. If you just so happen to absolutely love this video, please consider liking it, commenting, subscribing, or following me on Instagram. All of these things help me grow my channel like a plant. Do I want this light off? I feel like that looks better. Okay, whatever. Okay, so with winter here and shipping plants becoming less and less safe, I figured it was time to just look at pots and kind of just pot shop, you know. That mixed with the holidays kind of around the corner-ish, mixed with the pandemic going on, I figured it was a good time to look at online plant shops with, of course, a focus on small and local creators, businesses, whatever. The ones that I'm talking about today, some of them are my personal favorites that I added to the list, and then others are recommendations that you wonderful people gave me on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure to do so. I will link all of these shops, and if they have an Instagram, also their Instagram down in the description box below. So if you are interested in any of these shops, please check them out. Unfortunately, a lot of these shops only ship within the US. I think I have one international shop, so I'm really sorry to my international viewers, but this may not be like the perfect video for you. Sorry. We're getting real niche. I have my little laptop, not sponsored by Apple, I know. And let me pull up the first shop because I do want to give like a little bit of, I guess, context for each shop that I'm talking about so you can know if it's the right shop for you. So the first shop I want to highlight is Pepper Palm. It is owned by Pepper and she is based in Tennessee, and she sells the most beautiful hand-painted terracotta pots. Painted terracotta does hold in a little bit more moisture than just standard terracotta, but it is still safe to pot plants directly into painted terracotta from a plant perspective. However, to kind of preserve the art on the terracotta, a lot of these artists are recommending to put the plant in a nursery pot and then put it in the terracotta, kind of how you would do a cashpo or however you say it. So just keep that in mind. It is okay for the plant to be in there, but if you kind of want the pot and the artwork to last a little bit longer, it might be better to have a little bit of a barrier between the plant and the pot. So looking at her Etsy shop, so she is based on Etsy, she is sold out a lot, which makes sense because the works are beautiful. But if you do follow her on Instagram, you will get a lot of updates on what's to come and when the drops are. So make sure to follow her on Instagram if you want to know when to check her Etsy. What really interests me in this shop, besides the incredible artwork, is that there are matching saucers for every pattern, which I think is pretty rare with these kinds of fancier pots. They go up to about $45 for a large pot. Of course, these are kind of like general price guidelines, but it is kind of affordable for like a hand-painted product. Okay, next up we have a Philly artist, Clarissa Eck. She sells clay pottery with a lot of painting and carving, so that is kind of like her vibe. She is also unfortunately often sold out on her website, so make sure to follow her on Instagram, I've noticed. But she does stock in quite a decent amount of places, just sprinkled out throughout the US as well as Canada. So check her website to see if they are stocked near you. The planters are $65 and I'm not sure what the shipping situation is. Okay, next up we have Cloud9 Clay, another incredible Philly artist. And when I say Philly, that means they are based in Philly. However, I've made sure that all of these shops do ship at least throughout the US. Cloud9 Clay is owned by Peyton and she does a lot of wheel-thrown ceramics. The pots are about $50 to $150, so it is a good range, I think, to find something that works for you. And shipping is free over $75, so if you are splurging on a little bit of a nicer, bigger pot, you can cash out on free shipping. I remember she has like an interesting about page. I'm gonna like read it real quick. The creation process for Peyton is grounding, centering, fluid, and pushes the boundaries of non-permanence and non-attachment. Her focus is to create pieces that draw from her travels and photography while upholding a standard of quality that can be used and cherished for a lifetime. There you go. Next up, we have a super cute pot shop. It is called Pots By Bri, and it is owned by an adorable 8-year-old girl and her mom. It is an Etsy shop, and they basically make one-of-a-kind painted terracotta pots, and most of the designs are like this painted drip style, some with marbling, some with not. These pots are probably the most affordable on my list today, and they range from about $10 to $20. Of course, that's not a perfect range, but just as a general idea. And the shipping is roughly $10. That also varies based on the weight of the pot. Next, we have Growies Planters, another Philly-based artist. I can't help myself. What do you want? I live in Philly. So Growies Planters makes a lot of epoxy resin and I think cement planters, and these are very unique. There's a huge price range for you, so it goes I think around $25, and then on the higher end I've seen some pots for about $120. I'm not sure what the shipping is. However, I do have to say that these pots were probably some of the most unique that I've seen, especially the resin ones. I really loved the shapes and the colors, and for anyone that loves color and a little bit more of a fun, playful pot setup, this is totally the website for you. Okay, so next we have Rain Ceramic. The artist's name is Gabe, and obviously the pots are ceramic, hence the name Rain Ceramic. These pots are so cute, and yet still sleek and modern. So it is, for me personally, I love this shop because it is the perfect intersection of cute and adorable and playful, but also going to look genuinely good in a certain home theme. Surprisingly, I was expecting these pots to be super expensive, over $100, but there's a great range between $40 and $70. This is one of the shops that do ship internationally. I don't know many further details about that, but they do ship internationally, so don't say I excluded you. I'm just scrolling through the shop right now and I want one so bad. These are also decent sizes. A lot of the times when you are pot shopping, the more creative a pot seems, usually it's a 3-inch pot, but I'm seeing 5-inch, a lot of 4-inch. So there are 3.5-inch, but that's kind of standard, like I said. So there are a lot of options, and I find that really cool that they do look made with plants in mind, not just to look good. And the last pot shop that we're going to be talking about today is Plant and Vessel. Plant and Vessel is owned by Joanna, and they're based in Texas, and they sell ceramic pots. So I was very surprised because this shop is very popular, I would say, and I was expecting the prices to be really high, kind of similar to how Rain Ceramic was, but a lot of the pots were fairly affordable. I was looking at a $26 to $34 range. Again, that's a rough range based on what I saw on my scroll, but as far as handmade pots go, that is very reasonable. Shipping is $10, I believe, and I'm not really sure if they ship internationally or not, but I really like the shop. Literally, I'm just looking at the website, just the sweetest. My 2020 goal is to complete Plant Vessels line with gorgeous plants grown by local horticulturalists. I'm gonna read one more thing because I can't help it. Ceramics sustains humanity in a cyclical nature that is fundamental to our being. Its materials are sourced from earth, wares used in daily life, and are remnants to be discovered in archaeological finds. Okay, great, Kat. It is my hope to share the art and science with clay enthusiasts and create meaningful pieces that enhance a moment in time. Oh my god, shopping local is so nice. I do really like how porous these plants look, and I feel like it just elevates terracotta a lot, and I kind of want to get something from them. I'm really liking the whites and the terracotta and white tiger stripe planter. That looks really, really nice. I hope that something caught your eye, or that you start thinking a little bit more about how to support local makers. That's kind of my point of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have local artists that make any planty things, pots or not, please drop them down in the comment section below. I think that would be so cool if we just had a nice little list of local makers going. I appreciate you all so much for watching. I know there weren't a ton of plants in here, but hopefully it was interesting and helpful for the holiday season at the bare minimum. And I will see you in my next video where I actually show a plant. Bye!